Hey everyone, welcome back to Astrology Beans. Today's video is going to be just a general 6-month reading. I know Sheikh Hamdan has a birthday coming up, so I wanted to just kind of do a general reading, see what kind of lies ahead for his next 6 months. I also wanted to briefly talk about his new numerology year and see what that has to say. Before I begin, I wanted to mention a few things. First and foremost, I wanted to say thank you for everybody that has followed my channel and has been supporting of my channel. You guys are great, and I really, really do appreciate all of you. With that being said, I am going to start limiting the comments, and the only reason why I'm going to start limiting the comments is because I do not like the scammers that are coming on pretending to be Sheikh Hamdan, saying email me, call me, whatever. Just for safety reasons, I don't want anybody contacting him or them. I don't know who they are, but I know it's not Sheikh Hamdan himself. He doesn't have time to sit there and go on random people's YouTube channels watching videos about himself and commenting. No, he's not going to do that. So just for the safety of my little YouTube community, I'm going to limit the comments because I don't want them on my page. Also, there have been some comments that I don't particularly like coming from people directed towards other people. I get, you have the right to say what you want, you're entitled to your opinion, blah, 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 but I kind of want to keep it a peaceful community. So I'm going to filter those comments out too. But other than that, if you kind of keep the peace and you're not trying to scam people, I'll post your comment. So with that being said, let's get started. So first, like I said, I'm going to start talking about his numerology, which you can figure out what year in numerology you are by adding up your month of birth, your date of birth, and the year. And the year is 2020, which makes it a 4-year. So for him, he's going to be starting, and it added up to an 11, which is a master number. But then you would also break down that 11, which gives you a 2. So for the master number year, which is a year 11, or an 11 year, that kind of represents illumination. So things are just going to look a lot clearer to him. It's going to be his aha moment. He's going to see things for what they really are. Personal growth is just going to be abundant for him as long as he allows it to happen. If he wants to still stay hidden in the dark, that's fine, but it's just going to be a struggle for him. So going into what a 2-year represents in numerology, patience is key. It's just going to be a very slow year regarding just doing anything. Connections, partnerships, relationships, and these are business connections, family relationships, any type of relationship, partnership. Patience is key. Now is the time to slow down and really kind of live in the moment, smell the roses in a way, just kind of live in the present, live for today. And he needs to really, while he slows down, he needs to take the time to pay attention to everything around him and look at the big picture, because not everything is as it seems, and not everybody is who they say they are. And this could be people that you have known for years. This could be anybody. Things are going to be coming out of the dark. Secrets are going to be known. He's just going to start seeing things for what they really are. This is also a perfect year to accept the past for what it is and move on from it. Live in today, live in the present, get over the past. You cannot change the past. I've said that a lot. You cannot change the past. Just let it go. If he doesn't slow down, if he doesn't take a break, the universe is going to make him. And when the universe makes you do anything, it's harder on you. And so when that happens, sometimes you can get sick, sometimes you can have a lot of delays, things like that. So just don't push yourself in a 2-year. And this goes for anybody. Like if you're in a 2-year, if you're going to start a 2-year, just don't push yourself. Like just take it a day at a time. And a 2-year is a good year for like quiet reflection. Just like I said, smelling the roses, just enjoying every single day for what it's worth. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about the past. Just, live in the moment. I'm trying to think of anything else. Yeah, just if you end up getting distracted, if you end up experiencing any type of delays in a 2-year, just know that that's the universe's way of teaching you patience. Like everything about life, good, the bad, like when good things happen, there's a lesson there. When bad things happen, there is always a lesson there. So if you're delayed, or if you're distracted in life, or, if things don't happen when you want them to happen, they will happen, but when they're meant to happen. So, okay, let's get started on the tarot cards. So can I have a few cards? Actually, yeah. Let's see. Just give me some cards for the next 6 months for Sheikh Hamdan. Oops. Okay, so for the generalization for this reading is the 8 of Wands. And I like how this card is tying into his numerology. I think this is amazing. I love when these things line up. So for the 8 of Wands reversed, that is teaching you and telling you, patience, my dear. Practice, and you have to have patience. So that's kind of the generalization of his next 6 months, is just pure patience. I honestly love these cards. They are so adorable. Okay. The Lovers. So the Lovers card can represent just like a cosmic balance between two people. Like, look how happy the little otters are. It's just harmony and perfection and just a very strong bond that two people share. And it can also mean that he's going to figure some stuff out. Like there's going to be, like that muddy water is going to clear up. So he's going to figure some stuff out. He's going to stand up for what he wants, even if he goes against social norms. He's got to be true to himself. He's going to be true to himself. He's going to figure out what's important to him and what isn't. The Page of Pentacles upright, that could be, it represents a younger individual in general. This person is grounded, loyal, diligent, ambitious. They're just very focused. Let me kind of see. I'm going to kind of clarify the Lovers and see which direction this is heading in. Can I have a card to clarify the Lovers? Okay, the Justice reversed. So that's kind of telling me that right now he's kind of living in denial, or there is an untrustworthy individual just kind of hanging around. So he needs to watch that. But the living in denial, it kind of ties into he's going to end up standing up for himself, figuring out what's important, and along those lines. So with the Strength reversed, he needs to rediscover his joys, passions, what kind of drives him. Could be going through a possible depression. And keep in mind, any type of tarot reading, any type of astrology, cards, things like that, they don't usually pinpoint and depict mental illnesses or mental health, things like that. I just said depression because usually with Strength, it's, if the Strength was upright, it would represent, strong. But when it's reversed, when you're not strong, you're just kind of sad. So I don't want to sit there and diagnose him or say, yeah, he's depressed. No, it's just a possibility. I'm just kind of spouting off what this card represents when it's reversed. So another thing is that something may come out that will make him really angry, and that he really needs to work on that inner strength. So I'm going to kind of go back to the Justice reversed here, that he's around an untrustworthy individual. So something may come out regarding that. Let me see. With the Emperor reversed, this could possibly be a father figure, not necessarily his dad. So I want to say that right now. It could be an uncle. It could be anybody older than him that's a male that is kind of a fatherly figure. So that's why I said it's not necessarily his dad, but it could be an uncle. But someone's just really abusing their power right now. And that could tie into the Strength card right here, and then also the Justice card of there's an untrustworthy individual in the mix right now. He's going to figure possibly something out with this involving this Emperor reversed. And then with the Moon here, what he's seeing now isn't the truth. Something hidden will come out, but it's going to really crush him. So I think that's kind of what this reading is lining up to. He kind of has to have patience regarding what's going to come out. He's going to see someone's true colors. He's going to take off those rose-colored glasses, and it's not going to be pretty. So that's kind of what these cards are lining up and saying regarding, I would throw the Justice card in there, the Strength reverse, the Emperor, the Moon. So something is definitely hidden, and it's going to come out. That's kind of what these are all saying. The Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, he really needs to be cautious over business deals. And this could also tie into these cards as well. Maybe it has to do with the news revealed to him. It could be bad business deals. It could be somebody that is taking advantage of him financially. It's just not, Six of Pentacles just isn't great regarding money. So let me keep pulling and see what else we get. Okay, so the Devil upright. I'm going to go with, he's feeling trapped. Just emptiness, lack of fulfillment. And the way he's feeling, he needs to really, really watch the toxic pleasures and any overindulgence. And that could be, and everybody automatically always goes to drugs and alcohol. No, too much of a good thing is not the best. That can be overdoing it with something you would think that is healthy, maybe like, I don't know, exercising too much. I don't know. I'm just trying to like think of things that people can do and overdo it as a way to cope, or overdo as a way to deal with bad things in their life. Like, not everybody goes to drugs and alcohol. Some people may, that's how they fall into a depression. They just sleep more, or they eat more, or they over-exercise, or they overspend with shopping, they over-gamble. Like I said, anything you do to an excess is bad. So he just needs to watch with how he copes with what's revealed to him. The Five of Swords upright, tension and conflict. There's something right now going on, or in the next 6 months, where he wants to be right, and there's just a lot of tension and conflict regarding that, and he needs to kind of watch himself with, is his ego getting in the way, or what? The Magician reversed is, again, someone has, or someone may have had their best, or his best interest, but they really don't. Like, he thinks that, oh, this is a great person I can trust, this is a great person that has my back, and they really don't. There's a lot of illusion going on. Someone's just being very selfish and manipulative behind the scenes, and he's going to get ready to find out who it is. Okay, so with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, again, very selfish, absorbed individual, or it could represent him misplacing his priorities. But I have a feeling with the way these cards are lining out, it represents someone else. But he does need to watch out with not following his priorities, because it's going to cause him to hinder his future, like a positive outcome with his future. The Queen of Wands reversed, again, a very demanding, vengeful, jealous, selfish, temperamental, low confidence, a bully type of individual. I don't know if this is one person or if he has a few. I have a feeling, I think it's a few people around him like this. And again, all this stuff is going to come to light. He's entering an 11-year illumination. The 2-year, patience. The top card here, the general reading, patience. Like, he had the moon. Like, things are going to start coming out. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt like hell, but with all of these cards, like, I just have a feeling like he is learning, like with the Magician, the Devil, the Moon, all of these, like, he's just really learning someone's true colors. And it's just not, I feel bad for him, but we all have to go through it. Like, we all go through it in life. Like, we all have had people that haven't had our backs, or that we trusted with everything, and they weren't who they really were. And it sucks, but there's a lesson there. There is definitely a lesson here. So for the Four of Swords upright, he needs to take a break after all of this chaos. I would say that maybe his little vacations or whatever, his little getaways, are his way of taking a break and kind of getting away from it all. But he really needs to focus on just like getting away, taking a break from the chaos, regain his strength, do a lot of me time. Like, this would be a perfect time for him to self-reflect, be by himself, kind of do his own thing. So for the Star upright, like, this is good. So he's going to go through a lot of struggle and a lot of strife, but it looks like we've got good things coming on. So you always have to go. So if you're going through a hell, you got to keep walking. You got to keep moving forward, because that's the only way to get out of it. Like, you can't just, like, when things are going bad, I know it's hard, but you can't just, like, curl up in a ball and just give up, because you're never going to get out of it. You have to keep moving forward. And it looks like he gets out of it. So with the Star upright, that's hopeful, renewal, healing, positivity. The Two of Cups represents unity, partnership, finding a connection, and bringing the best out of each other. So the Two of Cups represent two different people coming together, and this could be a business deal, this could be any type of deal, but just two people coming together and just bringing the best out of one another, and bringing the best that they both have, and making something amazing and awesome. Judgment reversed. He needs to, while things are going great and everything, he needs to watch that self-loathing, self-doubt. He needs to take responsibility for his mistakes as well. So just because somebody does you dirty, like, you have to take responsibility for any dirty actions that you may have done yourself. Also, he needs to watch of being too hard on himself. And I mean, if he doesn't watch that, he's going to miss a lot of opportunities. So just, keep in mind of, just beating yourself up. You can't, like I said, like, what has happened has already happened. Like, even 5 minutes ago, whatever has happened 5 minutes ago, you cannot go back in 5 minutes and change whatever happened or what you did. Like, there's no going back. So just keep going. Oops. Okay. So for the Four of Cups reversed, we have, okay, I think I even said this earlier in the video, he's going to have an aha moment. And that's what Four of Cups kind of reversed means, is sudden awareness, clarity, choosing happiness and acceptance. Like, he's going to realize that, yeah, these things may have happened, and yeah, these people may have done me dirty, and yeah, I may have been in this chaotic moment, but they happen for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And he's going to have that aha moment. The Queen of Cups upright represents a very compassionate, caring, sensitive, nurturing individual. It could be, he is a water sign, so it could be himself, like his inner voice reminding him to care for himself. It could be his higher self saying, hey, take care of yourself. You've been through a lot. It's time for self-care. It's time to treat yourself. I mean, I think it could be a different individual, but it's, when you get a water card and you're talking about a water sign, it could go either way. But my gut right now is kind of telling me that it is a different individual. Just kind of very emotional, higher emotional level, and not emotion as a bad way, but just very in tune with their emotions and with other people's emotions. Like, they're very, very healing. And the reason why I kind of feel like this is a different individual coming into his life is because we have the Empress upright here, which is also very nurturing, supportive, just a motherly figure in a way. It's not his mom, but like a motherly figure, someone that's very nurturing. When you think of nurture, you think of a mom. A possible child or birth coming up, or a business deal. So not necessarily Empress isn't always baby. It could also be a great, wonderful business deal that's coming up for him. So kind of with what all these cards are saying, and with all the major arcanas that came up, I kind of feel like he's going to be dealing with a life lesson. And going back to this, the generalization card for the reading, like, patience is key this year. Something he has, like, whatever is going to happen, he has little to no control over. So whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Like, he can't prevent it. He can't stop it. He should just be patient and let it all play out and learn what the universe is teaching him. Learn what this lesson is going to teach him. And like I said before, everything good and bad in life is a lesson. It's, just be open to those lessons, because if you don't learn them, you keep repeating them. And when fate steps in, like I feel like it is, if he ignores it or fights it, he's going to repeat this lesson over and over and over. And every time you repeat it, it's louder and more difficult to get through. So that's what I have for his next 6 months. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And like I said, I'm going to be reviewing all of them, and I will post the ones that are, whatever you have to say. I'm not really about censoring people, but when you are hateful towards other people, or if you're trying to scam people, of course, I'm not going to post your comment, but good or bad, if you have something to say, if you have a critique or whatever, let me know. If you see the cards, if you see something else in the cards, let me know too, and I'll share it with the group. But if you like this video, give it a like, hit follow so you don't miss any other videos coming up. And this channel has been a hobby of mine. It's just kind of like a side thing that I do. So I really wanted to get more astrology on here. I wanted to do other videos other than focused on Sheikh Hamdan. This has kind of become a channel focused on him, and that wasn't the whole intention. It just kind of happened that way. I had people that were like, hey, they came with me with questions, and I was just like, okay. But because it is like such a side project, I haven't been able to do everything that I wanted to do, but I'm hoping I'll be able to get more content on here when I get more time. But I will kind of post a video talking about how to read your astrological chart and kind of figure out, so you can figure out on your own, your own chart. It's going to be very basic. And remember, I said you're more than just your sun sign. So I'm going to post one of those videos and just kind of get more into general astrology and tarot, not just 100% focused on him. So yeah, like I said, like those are coming up whenever I have time, hopefully soon. But thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate all of you.